ดก้อยช่วยด้วยแต่ต้องขึ้นไปแล้ว
I'm explaining a film from 2018 titled The Pool. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy the content. The scene begins with a man who is bleeding on his hand. His name is Day. When he was looking at his surroundings, suddenly a crocodile bit his leg and almost pulled him away. Luckily, Day was able to release the crocodile's bite and scare the creature away. Then we'll be whisked back to 6 days ago, when an advertising firm was filming a commercial in an abandoned swimming pool. Aside from that, the swimming pool is located far from the city center or residential regions, and suddenly Day, the man we saw earlier in the movie, comes. The director then summoned Day to install the lights that would illuminate the pool. As he was doing so, Koi, his lover, arrived. Koi also brought Day's dog, Lucky, who was supposed to participate in the filming. Day was spotted injecting something into his body while in a room. Whether it was medicine or something else was unknown. While Koi didn't realize what her boyfriend was doing, it was Day's birthday, so Koi gave her boyfriend a gift, a music box that had something like an egg in it and also a baby doll. But it seems that Day reacted coldly because he suspected that Koi was pregnant. Then Koi explained that she was not pregnant and that there was no need to be concerned. So this is where the event at the start of the scene starts. On the first day, Day was spotted lounging in a pool that was still full of water from the previous day's filming. In addition, he threw a ball at his dog. While Lucky was following the ball, it was shown a newspaper piece with a warning about the floods, which caused several crocodiles to flee. When Day's buddy saw Lucky in the engine room, he warned him to get out of the pool immediately because he was ready to open the pool cover and drain it. Lucky was tied up at the edge of the pool. Then he also found Day's injection, which turned out to be insulin, which was then placed on a table by the pool. It came out that Day's companion was leaving on a 3-month trip. He threw a roll of duct tape at Day before departing, joking that he wanted to purchase pizza. Day, who was fatigued, finally fell asleep on the floating mattress in the late afternoon. He awoke to the sound of Lucky barking constantly. Day just realized that the pool water had shrunk by almost half. He tried to pull over and get up, but his efforts were in vain because of the depth of the pool. Then he tried to retrieve his cell phone using the rope used in yesterday's filming, but he still couldn't reach it, so that made him desperate. Suddenly, Koi contacted him, and the vibrations caused his mobile to drift towards the water. When his cell phone was ready to be caught, Lucky stumbled and nearly fell into the pool, but Day saved Lucky first, even though his mobile phone eventually dropped into the pool. Fortunately, his smartphone did not sink since it was suspended by the charging wire, which was still plugged into the socket. He instantly approached his iPhone, but it was still difficult to reach. Instead of being caught by his dangling telephone, the phone quickly fell into the water, killing it. Day also tried to block the drain using a cloth, but unfortunately the wallet chain in his pants got stuck. To make matters worse, the pizza delivery man had come with his order earlier. The pizza delivery man tried to call his cell phone, but no one answered, so he finally left the pizza on the side of the pool. It was truly a string of terrible luck, and Day eventually quit up because he thought there was nothing further he could do. Day slept out on the floating mat because he was exhausted. Unknowingly, Koi entered the room, ascended the jump tower, and then leaped at Day, who was asleep. But before that, Day had awoken due to Lucky's persistent barking. Seeing his lover about to leap, Day instantly yelled at her. Surprised by the scream, Koi slid and landed on the leaping floor, collapsing into the pool. Day immediately grabbed his girlfriend and saved her by laying her down on his floating mat, then he dived to open the blockage to let the water recede quickly. Because the pool is so deep, it takes quite a long time for the water to recede. At night the water in the pool recedes only up to Day's waist. Meanwhile, Lucky barks in caution when he sees a crocodile outside in the room downstairs. Day noticed that the crocodile was circling Lucky and attempted to calm him down so that the crocodile would not harm him. Unfortunately, the crocodile slipped and fell into the pool, scaring Day and forcing him to stay awake in order to be cautious of the crocodile assault. The water in the pool was dry on the second day, but they were no longer alone due to the presence of the crocodile. Day accidentally finds a test pack from Koi's jeans pocket, and it turns out that she is pregnant this time. Day needed a plaster to cover the wound on Koi's head from the impact earlier. He saw that there was duct tape, but the tape was in the crocodile's mouth. Very carefully, Day tried to take it even though the crocodile woke up and almost attacked him. Luckily, Day managed to take the tape and avoid the crocodile's attack. After that, Day tried to find a way out through the sewer. The crocodile presumably entered first after successfully opening the channel cover. Day waved farewell to Koi and vowed to return to pick her up before crossing the canal. He began crawling in the drain as well, but because the lid on the other side was still shut, he was compelled to return to the pool when he spotted the crocodile there again. The crocodile almost ripped Koi's body apart, but Day scared it away, and Koi eventually awoke from her coma. Day was also terrified of losing Koi and the baby she was carrying. As the day progressed, Day became increasingly hungry in the middle of the night. Luckily Lucky found the pizza earlier. The dog even finished the pizza, but in the end he left a piece of pizza and gave it to Day. On the third day, Day was really helpless. He couldn't even move anymore because he was so weak. Day also just realized that the crocodile was a female because he found the eggs that had just come out. On the fourth day, Day successfully trapped the crocodiles in the sewers, allowing them to devour the crocodile eggs instead of not eating at all. They talked in the evening, and Koi was furious with her boyfriend after finding that he had ordered her to undergo an abortion if she was indeed pregnant. The crocodile was taken out of the sewer the next day, and it was now Koi's time to enter the sewer to get out. Then it was Day's turn to deal with the crocodile before he could escape. Day valiantly fought his way past the crocodile and into the sewer. In the sewer, Day felt very weak because he had not eaten for days. Not to mention the insulin that had not been injected into his body for several days. Day saw that there was an insulin injection above and he tried to take it, but unfortunately the injection broke as it fell to the floor. They were both exhausted and on the verge of giving up, but Day remembered a cigarette case with insulin in it which was found near the drain. The next day Day told Koi to wait for him and promised to come back again. He noticed a wire dangling on the side of the pool, so he grabbed it and attempted to climb up using it, despite the agony in his palm caused by the wire's sharpness. Unfortunately, just as he was about to reach the top, Day slipped and plunged to the bottom of the pool, knocking him unconscious. When Day awakens, the scenario from the opening of the film is referenced. Day is relieved to have discovered a way out at first, but it turns out to be only a link to the swimming pool next door. Day had been trapped in the pool for a week when two individuals arrived and went down to the pool to pick up his fallen items. Day also heard it, but unfortunately when he called him the two men had gone up and left. A glimmer of hope appeared when Day saw a ladder tied to the top of the pool. Apparently the alligator had woken up and tried to attack him. With the remaining strength and also the wound on his leg, Day must fight against the hungry crocodile. Instead of being able to climb the ladder, after finishing the duel with the crocodile, the ladder actually moved up because the retaining pipe had shifted. Day was really desperate, to the extent that he just kept silent when the crocodile approached and bit his body. When the crocodile was poised to eat his head, he remembered Koi, who almost drowned in the sewer due to the heavy rain. Koi blasted the whistle in the hopes that someone would hear and assist her, but the sound of the whistle drew Lucky away. The whistle was actually intended to instruct Lucky. Lucky leapt as soon as he heard the whistle, but he was hooked in the chain he was carrying, and the dog died hanging in the pool. Day succeeded in killing the crocodile by being cool and determined. This was the heart-wrenching moment when Day had to go upstairs using Lucky's hanging corpse. I can't imagine how Day's heart ached when he had to go up and pass the corpse of his beloved dog. After that, Day rushed directly to the hole where Koi was locked and tried all he could to unlock it till it opened and he nearly fell back into the pool. After it was successfully unlocked, Day dove and grabbed Koi, who was already unconscious from being immersed for so long. Day instantly took her up and attempted to resuscitate her. After nearly giving up since she didn't even wake up, Koi eventually regained consciousness. They were able to save themselves in the end, despite having to sacrifice Lucky, their beloved dog. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to stay updated with recaps of our latest films. Your support would be appreciated. I hope to see you next time.